Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up tomorrow with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. The week busy enough with Twisted every night, but Ticket Blitz Thursday will go on. And tomorrow at this time, it'll be for Evanescence in Tinley Park. That show announced this week. Evanescence every hour starting at 8 tomorrow. So 8, 9 through Lauren's show, through Brian Phillips, all the way through. You get Evanescence tickets. That is awesome. A veteran of Q101 Twisted, by the way.
That's right.
They were here.
I effing love Evanescence.
Yeah. That's why it's amazing we're still giving them away, that Kenzie didn't just take a whole batch of them.
You've no idea. I love them.
She said she wants a whole row.
Maybe I'll get Kenzie Evanescence tickets for Christmas.
Ah.
It's Evanescence and Spirit Box. She'd have such a good time there.
Will you come with me?
Tinley Park's so far from where I live.
Okay,
I don't want to pay for parking.
You got to buy a parking pass now, come on.
well, that should be part of my gift if you're getting me the tickets, because you're probably going to get the tickets for free.
I was going to say I'm going to get the tickets for
yeah.
free.
So maybe you can at least pay for my parking.
You got a 20 spot in your wallet for a parking pass, huh?
Not after this weekend, I don't.
Oh, boy. Well,
I have used my Christmas money on you. It's nice.
That's tomorrow starting at 8. Evanescence tickets all day right here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So be here for it. So something happening interesting locally. It's a ranking of something that I wouldn't have expected having a ranking. And when you hear it, you're like, well, duh, they have a ranking of it. But it does seem a little interesting that 22 Chicago area hospitals rank as the top hospitals list in Forbes magazine. And it just seemed kind of odd. First off, let me tell you how they rank a hospital. We'll get into part of that, of what they rank it on. For example, very top of the list is Ascension St. Joseph in Chicago. Overall, 5 stars. Love the experience getting a liver transplant there. It was amazing. Recommend. And it says outcome.
Recommend.
That's what I mean when you see a ranking of the people saying that. Like, for example, outcomes, 5 stars. Didn't die.
Love it.
Recommend.
Yes. It was like taking a vacation.
The views were spectacular.
Sometimes they are.
Best practices, they got 4 stars. I assume just the procedures of getting in, out, and when the nurses come in, those nurses work so hard, taking care of a patient all night. I guess that's part of that. Value, 3 stars. A little expensive for the good care.
What do you think value means in terms of a hospital?
Of how much value you got for maybe your transplant, your surgery, your pills.
If they gave you like a bad liver?
Oh, boy.
Or like a leftover?
Getting a rough liver.
Yeah.
A used liver.
Oh, man. Well, it would be used.
Most of them are used.
Most of them are used.
I don't know. They did that pig liver thing for a while, and then I think the person died.
Wait, did the pig not use it?
They used it, I guess, but not like we use it. They don't. Our pigs aren't out there at the bar like getting Jaeger bombs.
Yeah, but they eat, what's that called? Slop. I always called it smut. And I'm like, wait, that sounds...
Yeah. To be fair,
that's smut.
To be fair, so do I. I'll be using the same slop
That's what
liver
I mean.
of the pig. And the patient experience was 3 stars. So they were high up there, but the value in patient experience wasn't as high as the overall outcome. I'll take the 5-star outcome over the experience.
That's true.
I think outcome is most important.
If I'm just not happy the whole time, but I live, cool. That's what hospitals are for, I would think.
I know you so well. I don't know if that's true. If you were needing, let's say, a liver transplant, and you got it, and you got a good liver, and you lived, you'd be happy. But you wouldn't be as happy because the nurse wasn't cracking jokes, and the doctor didn't think you were cool and wasn't talking sports with you. I think that would really bother you.
It would bother me, but living is better.
There was like a different radio station on during his surgery.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what a fit?
Oh, God, that would drive him nuts.
He'd resurrect like a mummy.
You're still listening to this Christmas music crap? Jesus, they started it like in June.
Yeah.
Now, there's other hospitals like Northwestern, great hospital. They have, Northwestern Medical Center, Catherine Gratz Griffin, Lake Forest Hospital. They have 4 stars for value and for patient experience, and they still get 5 stars for overall outcome and overall experience.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's nice.
That is it's nice. It's nicer.
If I was going to get sick, I'd like to go there.
Yeah, but it's Lake Forest.
Which one's that again?
That's Lake Forest. You can't get to Uptown and Lake Forest from Uptown very easy. If you had an emergency.
Yeah, that's tough. I've never thought about that because I've never been in an ambulance before. So I guess I don't know what that's like, but I've never thought about this.
I would say most people haven't. Like, I've had a baby and everything. I haven't been in an ambulance.
But you can't tell the ambulance where to go, can you?
No.
It has to go to the closest hospital. It has to.
Oh, God, that's stressful.
So you better, this is why it's important to live in nice areas.
Well, let me tell you something.
10 out of 10 recommend.
There's great hospitals in all different kinds of areas. However, when my wife had that emergency situation go on 2 years ago.
That's right. You had to leave the show early one day.
Yeah, with her heart. She got in the ambulance, and they were going to take her. The closest one to us was Weiss, which closed because their air conditioning broke last year, and they haven't opened since. They just shut down as a hospital.
The emergency room shut down because I used to live next door to Weiss. And
There's going to be like a pop-up bar in there.
Yeah, Pierce the Veil's playing there, and we got a show with them next year in the Weiss Hospital. But she stabilized in the ambulance, and even the paramedics said, cool, we can take you to Swedish hospital now, which is good. But if it was an emergency, Weiss was closer. So thank God they took her to Swedish, which is a very nice hospital.
Roll the dice with Weiss, am I right?
Oh,
not good.
I see a lot of people taking it on the text line saying that hospital rankings have been around for a long time, and we understand that. I guess it's just my wide-eyed, bushy-tail point of view on life where I go, maybe instead of good hospitals and bad hospitals, maybe they're all good. And how do you fix a bad hospital?
Oh, you're so young and naive. Why can't they all be good? Come on.
I know, but I know. It's like the same thing with schools. It's like, how are there good school systems and bad school systems? Shouldn't they all be good? Or I guess all be bad, but I prefer they all be good.
So one or the other you want?
Yes, I don't like them both.
The ranking is what's upsetting you because
it just seems weird that we would accept having bad hospitals. Like, do you know who finished at the bottom of this list?
Let's see here.
It might be
Well,
Weiss
there
because they
always
shut
has
down.
to be a worst. But the problem is, there always has to be a worst. Even if everything's great, there's still a worst.
But I don't think
you know
the
what
worst.
I mean?
I don't think the worst in this bunch are still good. I think the worst in this bunch are the worst for
We're
a
like
reason.
dead.
what everybody's dead in there, you
Well,
said?
my thing is like overall outcome. What if you died at the hospital? They're not doing the survey. So I think the worst hospitals aren't even getting as low of a ranking as they probably should.
Well, that's what Dave said on the text line. He said only the people who leave the hospital get to complete a review. What about the people who didn't leave the hospital?
Okay, exactly.
God, that is dark.
The bad,
That is dark.
the bad
Wow.
hospitals probably have a worse rating than that.
Yeah. The
Your
problem,
worst turnout isn't getting graded.
It's an incomplete assignment.
Yeah, that's not right.
I'm not afraid to call out the worst, but it's hard to call out the worst. Well, here we go. You know what? Okay.
Just do it.
But it's not full ratings, but it is safety ratings, safety grades, and other. The headline is 27 Chicago area hospitals earn A safety grades. Others earn D and F.
Oh, my God.
F is bad.
Weiss was an F,
Weiss got an F.
which is
okay.
closed.
And that is, unfortunately, very close to the Aragon Ballroom.
You're right. If somebody has an emergency, you would have
Well,
went
not
to Weiss.
anymore. It's closed.
I guess you'll go to Swedish probably where my wife went because that's probably
Good
the next
stuff.
closest hospital,
Yeah,
I think.
or Thoric Memorial, maybe.
Yeah. Just don't have anything happen to you at the
That doesn't
Aragon.
sound good. I don't like the name of that.
Don't jump off the balcony at the Aragon and break your
Memorial
ankle.
sounds like I'm going to die. I don't want that in the name of my hospital.
Well, honestly, Weiss technically was called Weiss Memorial Hospital.
I don't like when there's memorial. I feel like I'm going to pick out a tombstone.
But I think most hospitals are memorial. They're not like Weiss Fun Zone Happy Arcade Hospital.
But they could just be like Swedish or like just like a name, like it's just St. Jude's. Like that sounds nice.
It does sound nice.
I don't want the memorial.
I gotta admit, I'm
You're
scrolling.
not gonna make it.
There's like hundreds of hospitals on here throughout the whole state of Illinois, and there's a lot of memorials. Sorry.
That's where you go to die.
Yeah. It is also interesting to think that what if a hospital's low on the ranking? Do they tank like a sports team to get a first-round draft pick doctor next year?
Yeah, can you trade for a doctor? Can you give like 3 nurses for 1 doctor?
So you think they're like trying to help somebody, and they go like, "Let him go, let him go." We're trying to get Tommy Smith out of the University of Chicago. This kid's a superstar. You should see the scalpel in this kid's hand. He can throw
He's an artist.
He can throw that scalpel like 70 yards. It's beautiful. Do they do that? Do they tank?
Do you think you could trade, like, if like a good hospital had a receptionist leave, they need to trade for a receptionist, but another hospital is going to play hardball? They're like, we need a neurosurgeon.
We have a lot of healthcare workers. I don't know if there's anybody that can give us a little more information on this, of how it goes on, the workings of these rankings.
I bet they like hawk certain surgeons because there's a lot of like when I needed my eye surgery.
Yeah.
There was only 2 doctors in the state that do that eye surgery.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so it's hard. Like, I'm sure a hospital wants to be one of, that can provide that.
Yeah, there's certain superstars. There's those guys, the Super Bowl winners. Well, you can check in with us at 312-591-8800 if you're a health worker and maybe you understand the rankings better than we do.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Cake tonight. That will be at Twisted at the Aragon. You could be there. They're doing 2 full sets. The first one starts at 7. I'll introduce that set. Everybody sticks around, and Kenzie will introduce the second set of the evening.
She'll do
hers with Lauren, and they'll be saying, like, you're pretty. No, you're pretty. Oh, here's cake. And then me and Brian Phillips will do the same thing for the early set. You're pretty. And it's going to be amazing. A really unique thing for Twisted. We've never done that, where a band does 2 full sets, and you can get there early, as we said, 7 o'clock. And with some of this weather and the melting and then the freezing of later on, there should be some weather situation. Make sure you just give yourself extra time to get to the Aragon, because it can be tough. We don't want an accident and you end up in a hospital near the Aragon.
Yes.
We just did a hospital ranking. Rankings came out in Illinois, the 22 best. And listen, there's fine people working all around that area. There's incredible, the nurses that work so hard, the doctors and the orderlies, everybody. But these rankings seem just kind of unusual to us. And people have come in on the text line as we talk about hospital rankings. Kenzie, what do you have on the text line?
So Maddie texted in and said, my best friend had a seizure in the middle of the pit at the Aragon.
Oh, no.
They took her to Weiss. It left a lot to be desired. She's alive, but still. Oh, my God.
Not recommend.
God.
And we talked about Weiss Hospital, and it's sad because it's a hospital that serves that whole community over in that area, and their air conditioning broke last summer in that heat wave, and then they never reopened.
No, I mean, it's bizarre because, again, so I used to live next door to Weiss, and I still live in that neighborhood, and when I take my walks when I get stressed out, I walk by Weiss, and there's just a sign on the front door of the emergency room that says it's no longer an active emergency room. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It's like closed. The Buffalo Wild Wings is coming in here pretty soon.
Yes. Like, don't worry, guys. We got a B-dubs coming in.
Hey, cool.
We have all those monitors they can use as TVs now.
Yeah. And I got to admit, that neighborhood could use a Buffalo Wild Wing.
Brother, don't I know it. Oh, God, that'd be great.
It's very residential over there. They could use that. It'd be great. It'd be popping. It'd be a multi-floor Buffalo Wild Wings because it's about 8 stories. The one.
And they should each different sports.
Yeah, oh my God,
like
football
a
room, basketball room.
That'd be awesome. That's what I've been talking about.
The old morgue is the F1 room.
We might have too many hospitals and not enough Buffalo Wild Wings now that I think about
it.
it.
Now we're really getting somewhere on the show today.
Yeah, we got to think about where this funding's going. I know nurses have it harder than ever and every hospital's understaffed, but Buffalo Wild Wings pretty tasty.
They really do.
If we close more hospitals, there'd be enough nurses
That's right.
at one hospital.
Yeah, if we had less hospitals,
That must be the solution.
we wouldn't need these rankings anymore because they'd all be good.
Yes, maybe we should have one hospital and all the best doctors and nurses and receptionists and everybody are there.
It's
just super big.
Yeah, that means that.
Is it like McCormick Place?
Yeah. So Kenzie, when you're having cardiac arrest in Elgin, they got to fly you 45 miles to get to McCormick Place to get treatment.
Perfect.
Case, what's on the text line?
Well, Hillary checked in, and I made the point. I don't understand how there's good hospitals and bad hospitals. Shouldn't we make sure that the bad hospitals are also good? And she was saying that some hospitals can't afford good surgeons that do, in her words, the good surgeries because they can't afford to pay the insurance. That seems fundamentally flawed. I would want to make sure at my hospital that everybody can do every kind of surgery. Maybe that's dumbing it down too much because I don't work in the healthcare field, but I would be concerned if I didn't have good doctors that could do, in her words, the good surgeries.
Well, that's what they got. Money's money.
So you're on
no money is no money.
No money's no money.
This is why my dream is to take at least one of my paychecks, most likely multiple, put it in a money clip, and you're on that surgery table, the gurney, and go like, hey, man, give me the good surgery. Give me the good one. Just throw the money clip. I got to turn my back now. Here's the money clip.
That's your dream?
Well, I don't want to die that way, but that's one of my dreams, one of my fantasies, to have a money clip I can throw to somebody. To have enough money to not worry about a couple grand in a money clip and say, give me the good surgery. Give me that one. It's just one of the ones in my head.
Oh, my God.
Christy checked in and said, I just had surgery at Rush, and I was coming out of the operating room and slowly started to wake up. They were playing Ariana Grande. Her singing is like nails on a chalkboard to me, but I still had the breathing tube in, and I was so groggy I couldn't voice for them to please turn her off. I was coming out of surgery. They were like torturing me with the breathing tube and Ariana
Defying
Grande.
gravity coming out. So inspirational during the surgery.
Oh, man. Well, listen, we're glad for all the healthcare workers out there that sacrifice and do a great job and work hard for the patients in all of the hospitals and health centers around, because you guys are doing God's work, and we appreciate you. Coming up, Head to Headlines, where we narrow down the funniest headlines of the week, and you decide the content.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q